Welcome to Business Purpose and Clarity with Petri. I'm your host. We talk about startup life, insights, practical tips, mistakes, failures, and everything between. What is so common? What is so frequent? What is so ordinary that it's so boring? Pet Shop Boys had a song in the late 80s, early 90s about being bored. Business is often so boring. Business people are often so boring. Products are so boring. Everything is so boring. Don't be boring. That should be the end of this episode, because that's the essence of it. But because you may be the boring one, your product may be the boring thing, and I give you the benefit of a doubt that you don't know any better, or maybe you haven't recognized. Maybe you were just copying the others. Maybe you think you're doing the right thing. Maybe you were not bold enough as of now to stick out, to differentiate, become yourself, have some character, have some backstory, have some color, have some noise, have some voice, have some strength to go your own way, become your own creative, inspirational, leadership-like product, company, and person who is fun to be around, who gives nice surprises, pleasant experiences, delight for the grey Monday mornings, boring Tuesdays, everyday shopping, everyday business decisions, everyday grayness that's so much around us. Because it may not take more money, be more expensive, hard to do things differently. It just takes a bit more boldness. Maybe slight inspiration, maybe a small nudge to do things a bit differently. Come out of the closet in a sense that you don't need to be the boring corporation who have lost the vision and the purpose after the founder left many years ago, maybe even decades ago. And now it's just a bureaucratic ship at sea, which is going somewhere, but nobody really knows why. But it just keeps on going because it's so big and it used to be around. And people are just used to buy things because that's what they did in the early days when it was fun, delightful, and exciting. When that company, that founder, brought the excitement, the new thing at the time. But now it's just part of the same old. But this is supposed to be a startup podcast talking about startup founders and new exciting stuff. Not all dusty, old company stuff, old products, old markets. But many of the startups are doing boring stuff in a boring way. If you're doing your fundraising, most likely your deck is boring. If you're doing some kind of a sales demonstration, most likely you are not different from the ex-mobile phone company called Nokia, who was maybe in the 2000s, I think it was in the 2000s, called the PowerPoint Palace. They were just churning out a lot of slides, boring PowerPoints with a lot of bullet points, maybe some clip art. Are you any different? Don't be boring. Do something fun. Be exciting. Makes people smile. Be inspiring. Be the leader. The market leader. The funny one. The one everybody remembers with a smile.